Researchers warn Arctic has entered unprecedented state that threatens global climate stability. Never have so many Arctic indicators been brought together in a single paper, and the findings spell trouble for the entire planet.
Here's a summary of the article.
A new research paper by American and European climate scientists focused on Arctic warming published Monday reveals that the smoking gun when it comes to changes in the world's northern polar region is rapidly warming air temperatures that are having and will continue to have massive and negative impacts across the globe. The new paper titled Key Indicators of Arctic Climate Change, 1971–2017 is the work of scientists at the International Arctic Research Center at the University of Alaska Fairbanks and the Geological Survey of Denmark and Greenland in Copenhagen. The Arctic system is trending away from its 20th-century state and into an unprecedented state, with implications not only within but beyond the Arctic. Jason Box, Guess. The Arctic system is trending away from its 20th-century state and into an unprecedented state, with implications not only within but beyond the Arctic, said Jason Box of the Guess, lead author of the study. The study, published Monday as the flagship piece in a special issue on Arctic climate change indicators published by the journal Environmental Research Letters, is the first of its kind to combine observations of physical climate indicators such as snow cover, rainfall, and seasonal measurements of sea ice extent with biological impacts, such as a mismatch in the timing of flowers blooming and pollinators working. Rising temperatures, along with ocean acidification, pollution, and thawing permafrost threaten the Arctic and the more than 4 million people who inhabit it, including 10% who are indigenous. As UNEP Acting Executive Director Joyce Msuya noted at the time, what happens in the Arctic does not stay in the Arctic. Their hope, they said, is that the findings about air temperatures and the delicate interconnections between the climate and other natural systems in the Arctic will provide a foundation for a more integrated understanding of the Arctic and its role in the dynamics of the Earth's biogeophysical systems.
This post received a score of 50,122, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We've entered a point of cascading failure. Climate change's effects aren't going to linearly grow over the next century, they're going to happen rapidly when something important goes just wrong enough for something bigger to collapse, like say a good-sized chunk of the Greenland or West Antarctic ice sheets.
The permafrost melts and all bets are off.
It's already happening.
Permafrost melting isn't just releasing more methane, it could release frozen bacteria that we don't understand and our bodies can't fight.
No. You just want to kill business. Humans are guilt-free. Climate is weather and weather is climate, and like cycles and hay we're not culpable. Okay, you greedy business killers, I'll see you when hell freezes over. So tomorrow, the thing that doesn't make sense? Rich CEOs of old energy companies have children, don't they? And they're well educated? Why not leave the kids 10% less inheritance and an Earth they can live on instead of maximizing each dollar and forcing us into terraforming or with They
are leaving their children luxury bunkers.
This implies two things though. They'll make it to the bunker when the masses turn on them for destroying our planet. Their children want to live in what's essentially a glorified bird cage. It's in my opinion if we have to resort to bunkers to survive and all human progress and growth becomes stagnant, returning to a daily struggle for survival, then we deserve to be forgotten.
I have no doubt that the rich and their progeny would make it to their bunkers. Most of the extremely wealthy have virtual anonymity. They can go wherever and do whatever they please, and none of the unwashed masses would have any idea who they are, where they are or what they do. You and I will be long dead before anything like that happens.
Reminds me of this.
Is there any hope?
Well, according to a UN report that was released last year, if countries get together and act now, it is possible to limit climate catastrophe. However, we only have 12 years left to do that. The thing is, too many people prefer to stay in denial because taking action means introducing heavy regulations and probably cutting into profits of big companies. So, short answer, no, at least in my opinion. After disaster happens, some change will certainly be implemented, but as long as anthropogenic climate change can be challenged and ignored, we will continue on this path.
America's oligarchy won't allow us to save the Earth. Chevron and ExxonMobil combined account for 1.31% and 1.98% of global pollution annually. Edit 3. Those saying that I'm only blaming America and disregarding other countries should read my source articles. The data I presented doesn't even come close to singling out America.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.